Can you all see my screen? I hope you can see my screen,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So okay. So yesterday we have covered. One second. Yeah. So the locator, right? So we have seen ID, we have seen name, we have seen class name, right? Also we covered few of things, how to create XPath. So we'll continue the XPath, how to find the locator and all. So far, do you have any doubt on these three at least? ID, name, and class name. Uh, Sorry, voice is breaking. Uh, Preeti, your voice is breaking.
No, Raghu. Sorry.
No, not sorry. Sorry, my bad.
It was Raghu.
Raghu. Okay,
Hello, now you can hear me?
yeah.
Okay, I have few
hear you.
questions. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Mm, so far not.
Now?
I can see only blank screen. Nothing is coming. Yeah. Now I can see.
Okay. See, by coming to this class label now, this is my Flipkart. Okay.
Okay.
So I am in enter email ID.
Okay.
So when I'm coming here,
No, you just click on that
yeah.
cursor.
Now you got
Yeah.
it. So here showing
Yes.
okay in the enter mobile. If I click input, out complete off. If I'm going to
Okay.
click here also no label class, it's showing same place. So which one we need to select here?
So first you select on that cursor, na? That the how to find the element, right? The see on before the elements there is one symbol is there, na? That your mouse cursor symbol means on top elements console this line.
Yeah.
The very first one. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Just select.
Okay.
Now go to the enter email and just click on that. No, don't go there. Go to the entire this level. Click on level left hand side. Okay, let me
Okay, yes.
okay, yeah, click. Yeah, so it is coming to where input this autocomplete
This
off,
thing,
right?
yeah, correct.
Yes.
So I need to take
Now
this class, right? You're talking.
can you take copy this class, double click on class value, and copy and control F, yeah, just paste it. Yeah, so this is the locator.
Okay, what I did know yesterday also I taken this one. Okay. One second. Next, yeah, these are what I taken. Okay, this correct, right?
Yes.
Same.
But you have to create the class path, right? Means you
Yeah,
just took the
I'll
class
create.
name.
Okay.
Yes.
So right.
Yeah. Correct.
And coming to ID now. So if you see, this is ID class.
ID is not there, right? For this element, you do
Yeah.
not have ID.
Okay. So there is I'm searching for ID.
Check for logging. Check for logging. Click on again that cursor. Anywhere you have to element first, you have to click on this cursor.
So you have to first click select this one. I need to come
Correct,
and
correct,
select here, right? Okay.
correct, correct.
Okay. I need to click here.
No, no, it's fine. If just hover over, it will be displayed.
Okay. Okay. Button class is showing same. There is a submit.
Yeah,
This is the one.
yeah. So this is also one attribute.
Attribute, right?
So click on just click on the value submit the type value, not class. You can even create by the type. Yes. Uh, Control F and or paste on the class. Uh, Submit. Yeah, just submit the value. Copy from there, na? Not this way. Raghu.
Hmm.
Remove that type. Just take submit. Yes. Now paste it.
So
So
out
it
of
is coming to.
two,
Correct.
yeah.
It is coming to. Now this now you can create a XPath on this if it's a 2. So do one thing. Which button is this?
Login
Again
button.
inspect. No. Again inspect. Uh, Click on that and go to that login. Okay. Now this is the type name, right?
Correct. Type.
Now you take one thing before the submit only type button where you put the value na prior to that just type button. No,
Hmm?
button, not type button.
One second. One second. Button is not there, no. Submit is there.
No, the tag name you can see right after d where
Yeah,
it says
this one.
button.
Yeah.
So type button here before the yes
Okay.
button. Now what you will do, you will start bracket. Don't give any space. Don't give any space. Okay, you started button. Now prior to submit word, type uh, type only type equal to the submit. The value should be under single quote.
Right. Right.
Uh, Now before type write at the rate, that symbol at the rate. Okay, and prior to button uh, 2 /. So can you enter twice? No. Enter. Click enter.
Okay.
So this is coming to right.
Correct.
So we'll cover these things. Okay, if same thing happening for both the thing, how we will get the unique one, that I will cover. Okay. So
This is the XPath, right? You're talking. This
yeah,
is
this is the way you have to create the XPath, but it should be always one of one. Okay. So right now this is not unique, right? It is uh, uh, clicking to somewhere else. Okay. I will cover all this today. Okay.
okay, Mukesh.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll stop my screen.
Sure. Are you able to see my screen now?
No.
Okay. I need to again share,
I think
right?
you need to share again.
Yeah. I'm sharing. Let me know if you can. Just 1 second. No?
Yeah. Okay.
1 second, guys. Sorry guys. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see on this one. Let me open Flipkart only. So this is a page, okay, Flipkart, right? So coming to Raghu's question, so how to inspect? So just click on inspect, okay. So you can do the like this is coming down. So for you, if you need left hand side, right hand side, you can do these things, okay. So for example, I am clicking here, and it is coming here, right? So this is the class name right now, right? If I want to create, so first I will go with the class name and see it is coming one. So sometime what happened, see here you can go with all of this like type or this autocomplete also, but first go with the line by line. Search with class if you are getting unique, so don't do experiment on this, okay. So if you are getting by class, it should be okay. Okay, so now after taking the value, I'm getting one. It is showing unique, right? So there is only one class available within this entire page of Flipkart, right? So I do not need to worry about whether I should go with type. No, in this case, I will not go because it's a unique. So I can still take it, right? So this is one way. So let me complete. So I will show you different way to find out the elements. Like, so what I can do, I can create a XPath. Okay. So we have seen by class, by name, by ID, everything. So today we'll also, repeat on the class XPath, how to create a XPath. Okay. So for a XPath, it's a class, right? So I typed. So now this is class value. Okay. So equal to, the value should be within single quote. Okay. Whatever the value I found, this is the single quote. So you just close this bracket first and do from left to right, okay? So it would be easy for you. Now put this underscore and bracket start. So within the bracket, what we have written, the attribute name, right? This is the attribute name, class name, and this is the value. Within single quote, it's a value. Okay. Now this is coming under which tag name? It's a input, right? So type input. Okay. And the syntax is forward double two times forward slash. So now you are getting, this is the XPath of this page. Now I just cut it, and for example, I just cancel it. Again, I click on this, and again I'm trying to inspect. Now Control F I did, and I'm pasting. Okay, now I'm getting one of one, right? If I do any mistake, suppose I am just, so I'm not getting no match, right? So always go with the class name, means not even class name, whatever you are getting all this attribute, try with all. Okay, so class name, value, just control, copy and find. If you are getting 10, 5, 3, 6, 7, then don't go with that. Okay, we can do some uh, changes. So we got the XPath. So this is called relative XPath. Okay, so the way we can do still with the class name, that's fine. But if you are creating with the XPath, that also fine. Also we had covered yesterday how to make a locator with, like, how to find the element with a multiple attribute, right? Like we have seen class and ID and all. So it's based on our understanding how to make it common, unique. So far, any question? Any question or you didn't understand, please let me know. I will repeat. Okay. So there is one more thing. Okay. Now come to suppose button. Okay. So login button. So I just inspect, just mouse over it. You can see here. Okay. This is a button. So you can see the attribute tag name is a button. Now if I first search with a class name, still I am getting one. But there are another way to do some. Let's assume there is no class name, suppose, and there or it's made dynamic and all. Okay, leave it about dynamic thing. You will get confused. So just assume there is no class name, or if I even take a submit also, maybe assume there are multiple times, more than one submit is there. Okay. So it should be unique, right? One of one. It should be always, try to figure out. It should be always one of one. So in this case, what you will do, you will simply ignore a class name and a type, subject, whatever, like type. Okay. What we can do, we will use a text. Okay. We will create a XPath. Okay. And we'll say // so it is coming under which attribute? It is coming under button, right? This is button. So make sure you are selecting the correct, tag name. Okay. So this is button. So I will don't put first time, otherwise you will be in somewhere else. So just select here. One second. Okay. Now what I will do, I will type first button. Okay. Now bracket start text, bracket start, bracket close, equal to, now put this within the double quote, in single quote, type login. Type just login. And this is, so we are not getting, right? So it is not working. Let me check why it's not working. There are a lot of type you can do. Okay, so here don't make it. I will show you in other example, the button one. Okay, for the time being, if I need this particular button, what I have to do? This is coming login, right? One second. If I make span tag. No, this is not. So in this case, I will use button only. Button text start.
So Markan, don't you use @ here?
No, whenever you are using text, you will not use a at the rate. Okay. So I will take, so this thing, so see, somewhere this method will not work. Okay. So I will simply go with this one only. Let me create in this way. I will show you this text logic somewhere else. So what I will do, and there should be, always just be focused on your typo things and all. Otherwise it would be very difficult if you do any mistake on the typo, like. So now I'm saying class equal to comma start. So still I'm getting 2, right? So another way to do, to make unit, I will take another attribute. Okay. So we have seen yesterday, right? again I am showing you. So this attribute also I will take type equal to within single quote, just copy the value instead of typing. Can you see it is coming the correct one? So once you enter after completing the X path, or it will detect here only. Okay, see now it is not there. Okay, I am not doing anything here. I am just clicking on this and click on enter. It is pointing to particular location. So this is one way. Okay, to make it unique, this is one way. Now we'll see different way also. So you are good with two attribute, right? How to create XPath or element and all, find element. Any question within using two attribute? Okay. Now,
No, Makan.
yeah. So now we'll see on the forgot this link. Okay. So this is one link. Okay. So let me do with this. So suppose let's assume there is no class name or no other attribute, only forgot this symbol is there. Just copy this symbol. Okay, means copy the value. And now we'll try with this. Okay, text. So what I will do, this is under which anchor tag? A, right? Means the span is under A only. If I just mouse over, you can see this span is under A. Okay, if I click here also, it is pointing to the same one only. So we'll try with this. Type A. Now bracket is start, text, bracket start, bracket close, equal to within single quote. Try this way. So it is not working. Okay, so let me do another way. Another one, span. Now it is coming, right? Can you see? So what happens? This is the parent one and this is the child, means like it is coming under this, right? The span, whatever the tagline, it's under this. If I just minimize, see, I cannot see span, right? If I make span, then it is coming. That means it's a tag. So what I did initially, I just search with tag, right? Span. So it was not there because it is under this A anchor tag, right? So that's why the initial one I took the A. Okay, the double slash A. Okay, under A we are, how we go to the folder, right? First go to the main folder, then some subfolder. So this is considered as a sub. So slash is considered, it is coming down to this. Okay, after it is coming down to this, and we do not have, just assume we do not have class name, nothing else. So we are just using the text method. Okay, this is also one way to do. I'm just copying this one. Okay, so that I will paste it. Okay, so this is, we have seen by using text.
Makan,
Yes.
I have two questions for you. The first question
Yeah.
is, when do we have to use this double slash and single slash, and when do we have to use the @
Okay. So single slash means we never use single slash. Whatever the element you will be getting for XPath, whenever you are creating any XPath, the syntax is always two times double, double slash, no single slash. But single slash only come if there is a any dependency, like after A it is coming here, right? So the attribute also link with this span. So this case, you are just first you are going to this first one. This is just consider this a parent, then this is the child. So this way you just think, okay. So you are first going to here, it is coming here, but can I just go and check like this it is coming? No, right? If it is coming, then it's okay. If not coming, so you have to go down to the span. That case you will be using single slash. If you are not getting first in on the first one, okay, in that case you will be going to the root. This is the root. Just consider the example I'm giving. This is the root, okay. So if you are going if you are not getting in high level, you are going to root. So this is the end point of this element, so we are going to end point. So uh, the single forwarded slash is represent to go to on deep, like to go root level. And every XPath when you create, it will be always double slash. By using single slash, you can't create any XPath. This is not the syntax. Did I clear your question?
Yeah.
Okay. So by using text, any question you have, or do you want to see any other? You are good, right?
And one more thing, Makan. So, is always the best way to go with the XPath, or can we go? I know yesterday we have seen this. We went with the ID, we went with the name, but do you feel that going with the XPath is the best way of locating the or finding the element?
So see, there is nothing like hard and fast rule, like you have to always go with the XPath. Okay. So uh, like what happened, sometime your application the ID, okay, I'm talking about the attribute name ID, it's a dynamic, some value will be getting, okay. Whenever you see some application, whenever you see the ID attribute, on the ID value is some number, and what happens, it get changed time to time, okay. First time maybe it is coming 10, second time whenever you are going to run the same browser, it get changed. So in that time it is not recommended to go with ID. Now it's, see, you will be focusing on one particular website right now, because of the uh, uh, class session we are coming to multiple, so you will have a good understanding about all the values are changing or not. Is it a dynamic? The first time what the locator we are getting, is it getting changed? Second time you will get to know, right? So based on that, you are fine with ID or class or whatever. So you can create a XPath also. And there is one advantage of creating XPath is, if you are doing the combination between two elements, not element, attribute. So what happens sometime, uh, they do some changes on the page, HTML page, okay, and it get impact, your XPath get impact, or your locator get impact, some changes they made on class, some suppose single dot or something. So if you have more than one attribute and it's a combination of two or three attributes, that time still you will get it, okay, because that three things they did not change, right? Only maybe one class value they have changed, or type value maybe they have changed, but they have not change all three attributes or two attributes at a time. So that time also your element will be unique, okay. So it's up to you. There is no hard and fast rule like you have to go with always XPath, not the ID, because some places what happen, XPath doesn't work sometimes, okay. Sometimes simply they will do with the ID. In that time what we'll do, okay. So mostly when we create a XPath, when there is a no attribute call, suppose for example, XPath we normally create when you do not have ID, and if even ID is there but it's or like dynamic, its gate changes every time, then we will not consider as with ID. Okay, and name also, name, if name is there then go with name, and if nothing is changing every time, it's say if not dynamic, then you can good with anyone. Okay, but to create a XPath also it is completely fine. It's based on your application whether the values are getting changed or not. Based on that you will create, you will locate your elements, how to locate. Any questions so far? Did I answer, Ravi, your question?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, you are good. Then we'll see few more attribute, XPath and all. So logging we have done, right? Okay, let me click on this. So this is a link, right? The anchor tag, this is C, this is a link. So this is also another way to find the element. So here you can see there is only class. Okay, there is only class, but let's assume there is no class. We are not going to create anything with a class. Okay, now I'm just searching whether it is coming unique or not. That I'm searching. It is coming unique. We can still go with the class name or we can create XPath. It's but we will do some other way. Okay, we'll create a XPath. Okay, not we'll go with this. So what we will do, simply what I should search here, the very first what I should type, can anyone guess? The syntax is what for
Double
XPath?
slash
Correct. Then
div
no,
or
go
a
this, it should be A.
a.
No, we are not. So we are not going with a class. Just think there is no class. Okay,
So directly
just
go with the a then.
go with A. We'll check by this. Let's see. Now what I will do? The bracket start. Now you can see this link, right?
Hmm.
So this is link. So we will take this help of this link. Okay. So what we are going to do? We'll just copy this one. Okay, equal to start this. Okay, whatever the value you are seeing, just pass within the single quote. Now close the bracket. So we can see there is a no found, right? No match. So what we have done wrong? So we took the value of this. Okay, it is not coming. Now you can see another value. This is also a text, right? So using text also we can create. I will cover both. Okay, so but it is not coming. We took this, but we are not getting it, right? So we have to do one thing. So it is coming under div, right? Do one thing, type div and check. Still we are not getting, right? Under div also we check. It is not coming. Okay, give me 1 second. Left. Guy, please go on mute. So href. So I will do what? I will just do a, then href. Okay, href equal to single quote start, single quote and take the value and and paste under this. Now we are getting the element. Okay, this is another way. I will tell you what is this. So by using text, we got by using CSS. This is called by using CSS. Okay, so this is another way. If I go to my slide and you can see CSS selector, right? So this is another way to do. So on any particular thing, I cannot take serial by example because it's based on the attributes and all. So I'm trying to cover all the way. So if suppose you want to, if you are getting any link, okay, on any page, suppose this is a link, right? In normal also it's a link. It's not something you are entering some value or click on some button. No, this is just a link. For especially link also, when you inspect and get href, okay, so in this case just go with this syntax. So what you will do, you will not use double slash, okay, because you are not creating XPath. For creating XPath, you will always go with a double slash, okay, or creating name, you will go with the attribute name, okay. So the syntax of creating XPath is double slash, and the syntax of CSS selector is the tag name. So it will start with the tag name, okay, then bracket start, and this is the href. Wherever you see, you just go with this, okay, without thinking. So just take this name, whatever it is there, type it and pass the value, like copy the value within the string, whatever is there, and just paste it. Once you paste and just close the bracket and see whether you are getting unique or not. It should be always unique because this link is only one, right? So link can't be twice, no, that's a defect, right? If you are getting same link, hyperlink twice, it's a defect. It's not your fault. Okay, this should be unique link. Are you good with this CSS selector, or any doubt? See, I
Sometime,
uh,
sometime before you used the same thing, but you had used double slash. That's why it was throwing error, right?
no. See, double slash is for XPath. Okay, without slash and using suppose one attribute href. Okay, href, whatever the value is there, then it is a CSS. If I do, for example, double slash, no match, right? If I do symbol also, suppose this is, I am assuming this is one attribute and I am trying to do it, still you are getting, but I am just telling the examples. Okay, this is attribute that we can. So why we have already, for XPath you have to start with double slash, then the tag name, and bracket start, and symbol at the rate before the attribute. So we have seen for few, right, we use at the rate. So this is for the XPath. XPath example I'm saying this is for XPath. So XPath syntax is double slash, then the tag name, bracket start, whatever the attribute name is there, it should underscore, then bracket means the tag name, and the double quote, and close the button. So both are different, you can see, right? The value is true, same only, Okay, the only the changes you can see, the @ symbol is missing here. Also, this one is missing because for CSS selector you can't use / and @ symbol.
So Morgan, that means you're saying CSS means just pick the tag name and pick the attribute with the format.
Correct.
CSS, right?
Correct. So yes. So this is the tag name, attribute, and the value. Simple.
With format.
Yeah. Yeah. Format means you just copy, right? So you just
Yeah,
copy.
I'm talking about that open close bracket with a single comma.
This is done. So this should be the open and close button like bracket should be there. Whatever the attribute you are saying for, if this is like applicable for all kind of like XPath also, attribute you are taking starting bracket, closing bracket, and we are passing the value. But only the difference between CSS and XPath is, for XPath you will use / and @ symbol, whereas for CSS we do not use any / and the @ symbol. This is only the difference. So based on that, you can still go with both the things we are getting, right?